Okay, everybody, we are recording. Hey, how's it going? I just wanted to make a video really quick, just a fast, brief video, just talking about the Neptunia and Senran Kagura crossover finally confirmed to be coming over to the West this year, which is pretty surprising. Here's the article right here. Gosh, sorry about my voice, ladies and gentlemen. Oh God, why is this dark? There we go. There I am. God, I have all of these different OBS settings and I just got everything confused. Apologies if I can't hit any high notes on my voice right now. I've been streaming Neo The Warlands with you recently. If you go to my main channel, that's like, you know, the latest stuff that I've been uploading. I've just been binging that game because I just love it so much. And because I've been going for so long and I forget to bring water with me and stuff, so my voice is a little, it's a little rough, so I'll try to not, you know, pop off too much on my voice. But, yeah, we have this. Yeah, there we go. So finally confirmed, and strangely early as well. I was not expecting, you know, for this game to come over to the West so fast. Usually it takes a good long while for the Japanese version of Senran Kagura games, or Neptunia games, to come out in Japan first, and then, like, you know, 6 months to even a year later, you get the English version. I remember Valkyrie Drive, when it first came out, it was like a year and a half, almost 2 years, borderline 2 years, that we had to wait before it came out in English. Kind of surprising that it actually didn't take any time at all for the English version to come out. You know, both the Japanese and the English versions are both coming out in the same year. And so we have Neptunia and Senran Kagura Ninja War, so that's what it's called. Very generic, admittedly, you know, basic kind of name, but I don't know if it would be a little too strange, you know, to like directly translated from the Japanese version, which is Senran Ninja Taisen, and then freaking colon, and then something else, you know. It was a pretty long name. And so here in America land, everything has to be 4 syllables or less, or else people can't remember it. It has to be very simple. So yeah, you know, they just named it what it is, right? As a crossover. Neptunia X Senran Kagura. That's what it is. They didn't even do like a pun, or they weren't funny with it or anything. Just a very dry, you know, here's a crossover, Ninja Wars. Just, I feel like, you know, could have done a better job at naming it and giving it a more interesting name. But for people that just, you know, want to look at a box and just know what it is, then they know what it is, right? Pre-orders are available at the FE Online Store. The standard edition is $50. Cool, not $60. And that's normal. These kinds of games are usually not full $60 releases. They tend to be $50. In Japan, the game is known as Senran Ninja Taisen Neptune Sojo Tachi no Kyoen. Yeah, so it's a bit of a mouthful. And will launch on September the 16th. Yeah, so it'll be this year in English, but it'll obviously be way later than September. My guess is maybe like November or something like that. It doesn't specifically say when, it just says this year, so it'll probably be late this year. Game Ninjastry, sure, really tight squeeze there, trying to shove that in there. A place where all manner of ninjas gather. Yes, sure. As the struggle for control increased between the daimyos of the nations, tensions rose between two great nations, each of which was home to one of the major schools of martial arts. The Kampa style, master of the ninja arts based on command techniques, and the Honey Paw style. Okay, so Kampa, so like Compile Hard, and Honey Paws and Honey Parade games. The Neptunia games were not known for being subtle, so, you know, this is not surprising. But yeah, they don't even say like, oh, it's the Hanzo school, or the, you know, whatever. They don't call it any of that. They don't call it the Kagura Nation or something. It's just Honey Paw style and Kampa style, which is literally just the name of the companies that make these games. The two camps were stuck in a ruthless competition of skill in order to achieve hegemony. But as they fought on, a mysterious army of mechanical ninjas made their assault. The mechanical ninja army overran the smaller nations in an instant, and the Steam Legion leader, Yo Gamer... so dumb. Made an announcement to the world. The Super Ninja War to decide the world's strongest school is about to begin. It's like a 9-year-old wrote this story. Legitimately. Not even that. It's like a horny... I know this is like a really stupid, like low-hanging fruit insult that people always do with these, you know, fan service-y games, but I'm talking more about the story and the setup specifically, not the fan service. It feels like a 12-year-old wrote this, you know? And that's something that people always say about the fan service, but I'm not necessarily referring to that. But anyway, let's take a look at this trailer. But yeah, this is the original teaser trailer, the announcement trailer that came out in the Japanese version. Like, this doesn't include all of the other newer trailers that have come out ever since, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I've already seen this trailer in Japanese, and I saw a few glimpses of this English version. It really just seemed like it's just the same one from the announcement initially. Neptunia, Senran Kagura, Ninja Wars. Gosh, painfully generic title. Just shove two brands together and then Ninja Wars. Christ, what intern was forced to Photoshop this in like 10 minutes? Honestly, I'd rather the Japanese name. I mean, the Japanese name sounds stupid as balls as well, but like, it's a bit more elaborate. It sounds like they cared to, you know, to make it sound funny, instead of here where it's just shove two names and then wars at the end. You know, it's about as lazy as shoving the word Chronicles in a video game title. Neptunia vs. Senran Kagura, yes, we got it. Who will become the ultimate ninja? It didn't seem like, I mean, yeah, the initial setup is that they're in competition with each other, but it seems like the both of them are gonna team up to fight a common enemy, which is, I guess, Yo Gamer. Gamer TM. From the Steam Legion leader, gosh. Yeah, so the story's not actually gonna be about who's the best ultimate ninja. It's gonna be about friendship and being naked together in the hot springs while you defeat robots and don't actually kill or defeat other people. Character illustration, yes, Sunako and Yageshinen, fantastic combo. I love the art of both these people, so yes. Especially Yageshinen, he has a Twitter, and like practically every day he like posts some fantastic art, and it's almost exclusively Senran Kagura stuff. If it's not Senran Kagura, it's like his own original stuff, which is great. I mean, he's not afraid of doing like full-on hentai and stuff. I mean, he did do the art for Revenical, so you know. Developer Tamsoft, yeah. It feels so much better to actually know what the hell is being said here. Japanese development build shown, like it's gonna make any difference. But yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, if you see Japanese text, that's why. Yeah, Ria Tanaka as Purple Heart. Hitomi Harada as Asuka, or as Vivian, if you guys follow her VTuber version. I'm subscribed to her on YouTube. Don't blink! You see, this actually made me laugh when I first saw this. Don't blink or you'll miss all the high-speed ninja RPG action, which is just a vicious lie. As the Senran Kagura games have kept on moving forward since like Estival Versus, the gameplay has actually been slower than it has ever been. The fastest it has ever been is like Shinobi Versus on PC, which is literally like Shinobi Versus and somebody just pushed the fast-forward button so that it runs at like twice the speed. And like Deep Crimson, right? Like those two games are really fast. Those you can actually blink and miss it. But with Estival Versus and Burst Renewal and this one, like it just gets slower and slower and easier and more dumbed down, you know? And so yeah, like to me, this is a laughable. You know, this is absolutely like, no. You're trying to say that this is something that it's not. Yeah, look at that blazing high-speed ninja RPG action. With those really crappy, like very simple numbers coming out of the goddamn enemies when you hit them. The war begins. Mechanical Ninja Army, Compo Style, Honeypot Style, Game and Ninja Street, Super Ninja War, yeah, and then the new characters. Yeah, this is such an old trailer that it's like introducing, is like teasing a character that we've already seen a million times, right? And not even factoring in like the other crossover characters and stuff. Yeah. Just Purple Heart and Asuka. Not even talking about all of the other leaders that we already know about. Yes, Neptunia Senran Ninja Wars, ifyeurope.com. What a URL. 2021. Alright, Tamsoft. Yeah, all of the typical participants are in here. PS4 only. Strange. Usually when these games get brought over to North America, they usually come with a PC version or something. But that's no indication that it'll be uncensored or anything like that. But anyway, that about does it for me. That's pretty much everything I have to say. You've already heard me talk about Neptunia, Senran Kagura, Ninja Wars a whole bunch of times with the Japanese trailers. And honestly, I'm not feeling too good about this game. It just doesn't seem very good. They say that it's fast. I'm seeing it as super duper slow. You know, the UI and the little effects, you know. I'm seeing the little numbers pop out of the enemies and seeing how, like, shittily they're, like, just slapped onto the screen. And I'm thinking about all the other games that really take, you know, good care of those little details. For example, a game like Dragon Quest Heroes, right? Like the Dynasty Warriors Dragon Quest game where you have the actual, like, damage designs for, like, Dragon Quest 8 and 11, you know, really make it feel like it's in-world instead of just these dry yellow numbers coming out, right? They couldn't have made it more, like, Japanese style or something. I don't know. You have, like, an ink blot kind of background to it instead of just just yellow. It looks like a debug, like, beta version of, you know, what we should get, but I know that's what we're gonna get, you know? If that's what the English trailers look like. The gameplay just looked really slow, and the story just sounds stupid as all hell. Like, stupider than usual. I mean, the Neptunia story is already pretty stupid, because it's like this weird Looney Tunes parody of, like, all of the game industry, and it's just them doing, like, really cheap, like, Twitter-level, you know, digs at certain gaming things. So, yeah, and I think it's funny, you know, I mostly like Neptunia because of the writing, because of how funny it can be, and I like Senran Kagura because it's also a really funny game, but it also knows how to get serious, and I don't know, there's just so much about both Neptunia and Senran Kagura that I personally enjoy that is not going to be in this game, because this is just a very surface-level crossover that's not going to go in depth with any of that, you know? If they're going to be banking on this game to be like the measure of interest on whether people... You know, whether developers should keep making more Senran Kagura console games, you know, we're gonna finish Senran Kagura 7 if this game actually sells, right? And like, I don't know. That's just me conjecture, right? There's no facts. I haven't researched this at all. There's no confirmation that that's actually the case. I'm just going by, you know, the typical Japanese industry business way of doing things, right? If it sells, you'll keep doing it, right? And if it doesn't sell, canceled forever, right? That's what happened with the Keijo anime, right? They had a pretty successful manga, but the anime adaptation did not do very good, and so they canceled the manga because the anime didn't do well, right? So, like, obviously, it's not the same as with gaming and stuff, I know. Might be a false equivalence, right? But that's the general air of these things, right? We're talking about the company where frickin' Kenichiro Takaki was making Uppers, right? That beat-em-up game. And so, they made Uppers, and they finished the game, and then they delayed it. Like, they postponed it indefinitely because it didn't get enough pre-orders. And the game was risking getting canceled, just not coming out, because people didn't pre-order it enough. You know, that's legitimately the reason for why it got delayed like 2 months. And then it came out in Japan on Vita or whatever. So, like, if it's that hardcore, right? Like, if this game doesn't sell and they say this game sucks, they're not gonna say, oh, well, we gotta try better next time. No, they're gonna be like, well, this brand is not profitable anymore, so no more Senran games. Senran Kagura 7 canceled. Just do the phone game. Just do free-to-play phone stuff, because that's what's making money, right? I've been looking at the rankings of where New Link is at right now, and, like, it's been consistently, like, in the top 20 on DMM games, you know? I don't know how it ranks in, like, you know, iOS or whatever, but in terms of DMM games where I go to, you know, play Senran Kagura on PC, it's always at, like, number 12, one day it's on, like, number 8, and then number 4, and then it's back down to, like, number 15, and then number 8, and then number 12 again. It goes up and down all the time, but it's always there, right? So, like, the game is relatively popular, right? It's obviously not Uma Musume or Grand Blue Fantasy or whatever, but it's there when you see the list, right? It's on, like, the top 20 mobile games that are being played right now, and so... You know, that's making them a lot of money, so maybe that's why, you know, they want to give it a shot with more console games, but just, every single time I see yet another crappy spinoff for Senran Kagura, which we've had, like, 7 of since, like, Estival Versus, you know, it just makes me worry when the hell we're actually gonna get, like, a legitimate, mainline action game for Senran Kagura. Not a pinball game, not a dating sim, not a freaking spin-offy water gun shooting thing, just like a legitimate action game, right? And I don't even know if Burst Renewal counts, because that game was just so underwhelming. Like, I'd rather the original 3DS game, right? But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see the game. Gosh, where am I? Yeah, I mean, this game, we really just have to play it, right? There's barely any characters in it as well. There's like 8 characters. 4 from Neptunia, 4 from Senran, and then there's like a couple of other like new crossover characters. There's the original characters, and then there's the one from the PS2 game. So, you know, it seems really like this is gonna be a one and done deal. Like, when the game is out, the developers are gonna like forget that this game exists and then just move on with something else, right? It's gonna be one of those open and shut cases. They're not really gonna give it any support from what from what I'm seeing. But yeah. I mean, I'll buy it, obviously. I'm gonna buy it and play it because I want to support Senran Kagura and keep, you know, I want to keep getting more games from this and better games, but, like, this, I just don't feel like I'm gonna like this one a whole lot. It just seems so slow and not very fun, and the mechanics don't seem all that good, and, you know, not enough characters, and the story sounds like it's gonna be so stupid. But, yeah. whatever. Anyway, I'm just repeating myself from all the other times that I've seen this. The game just doesn't seem that good to me, but I'm gonna buy it anyway and probably stream it, so that I can see for myself how good or bad it is. I know there's some fan servicey segments in here, but at this point, that's not really what I'm worried about. I'm worried about just the quality of the game in and of itself, you know? The fan service, that's off to the side for now. Right now, we need these games to just be quality, right? They can't just get away with the fan service. Sometimes I feel like these companies think that they can just have pretty anime ladies in it, and like that's enough for people to buy it. And for some people, that is the case, right? But eventually, you're actually gonna have to make the game and have it be good, right? Something that will withstand the test of time, as opposed to just having anime boobs everywhere. That can only take you so far, right? Because then you just become Dead or Alive Extreme 3, where that game is nothing but just big booby girls, and there's nothing really to play there, right? And so that's why nobody talks about those games like 2 weeks after they come out, but people still talk about Senran Kagura, and people still talk about Neptunia because they have a story with characters, and it's funny, and, you know, there's more to it, right? And then, like, the other, like, 10% of it is, like, some fan servicey thing, you know? But that little 10% is what they use to market the whole thing, right? But anyway. Okay, see you guys next time. I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to, you know, make a quick little video just acknowledging the yes, before people tag me on Discord. I know that the game is coming out in English. I know. My thoughts are still the same as before, in that it's unfortunately, a pretty cynical, pessimistic take on it. But anyway, see you next time.